time.
You are so insecure about that.
But then the lighting looks terrible.
Oh. Hi.
Hello.
This is like the most reviews I've done in a week in a long time.
It's like the most reviews I've done in like a month in a long time.
Yeah, like last time we really did this maybe was back in fucking January.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna see if I can maybe, I don't know, make this work.
Little more lighting.
There you go. You're trying to bullshit this. Bullshit a little too well. There.
Really high budge.
There you
Really
go.
high bit. That works okay.
Actually works
I
okay.
just can't really see, but it's fine.
It's okay, neither
Blind
can I.
reviewing.
Nah, well, it's not like we're known for production value.
Okay, you start.
Okay, so hi. This is one we're trying to catch before we leave theaters, so I guess this is really a review if you want to catch it on Blu-ray.
I feel like this will be the movie that like comes out pretty fast.
I
on,
can
like,
see that.
Netflix or
Yeah.
something.
So yeah, this is Atomic Blonde. One like the last one on my catch-up list. Well, I still gotta see Detroit, but I can wait till next week. It's good.
I liked it.
I liked it too, not as much as I wanted to.
Overall, yeah, I think I wanted to like it
Yeah,
more.
the second half is a lot better than the first half. Because I had some issues with the first half.
What was your issues with the first half?
Well, I just wasn't getting that into it. I couldn't figure out why until the second half happens, which goes into spoilers, which again that a bit. And I realized as I'm watching the second half is like, there's really not a whole lot of stakes in the first half of the film.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It gets more
And
intense, but I don't mind it.
It's like, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It just felt like it was trying. It felt like it was trying to find ways to hide the fact that it's pretty shallow. The first half of the film, like it wants to be John Wick and Taken at the same time, and those two styles don't mesh all the time.
I haven't seen John Wick, so
You haven't seen John Wick.
we've had this discussion.
That's right, we have.
Yeah.
See, you have your movie listings you need to make me
Yeah,
watch, and I have
we're gonna
my
have-
growing list
yeah.
of things you need to see.
Yeah.
Because John Wick is amazing, and I'm gonna have to compare this film to that film because this is
Michael
clearly.
hasn't seen Mortal Kombat.
I've seen parts. It's not a good movie. It's a good bad movie.
It's
but
great.
I think I don't know. You might have
Mortal
disagree there.
Kombat is fucking cinematic gold. Anyways, back
Anywho,
to
so
Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde, and it felt like because John Wick is kind of similar style. Like this is what inspired a lot of the action sequences in this movie. That and Daredevil, oddly enough.
Okay.
I'll get to that.
I just think it's cool.
What's your fucking problem, dude?
What's going on?
I have no clue. Anyway, because it has like, I mean, I will say there's a lot I like about this movie. Like, one, the soundtrack is fucking amazing.
Soundtrack's good.
It's pure 80s, which like as when the first play track is like, all right, I'm invested. Like I'm the like good 80s sound, like electronic sound. Like, all right, I'm down for this. I'm down for some. Like, it wants to be Taken, John Wick, and Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
That's not okay. So we see Man
I
from
saw
U.N.C.L.E.
that, yeah.
So like it kind of wants to be that too. Like, it wants to be taken seriously, but it wants to have a stylistic edge, and it wants to have that comedy element there.
Little bit.
That feels a little out of place. It's a mesh of ideas.
It does. The little tiny bit of comedic element.
It's just a little bit, like just like mostly in
Could've done
James
without.
McAvoy's character,
Yeah, but-
which we'll talk about him because
Well, I feel like he's just like an inescapable goob. So like, I guess
I love James McAvoy.
I do too. But like, I don't know. I guess it's his thing.
I don't know, but like, you give James McAvoy anything, he will act the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, God knows he's the one that has the most personality in this entire movie.
Some sort in this movie, he was like a spy, but he looked like a wreck, but it was all a part of his spy facade.
Which I'm okay with that. Like,
Yeah,
at least he
was
had
kind of cool.
He had personality. Like,
Yeah.
I like that about it. Because, again, like, James Franco in a role where he can do whatever he wants is amazing. Like, again, I've said this a million times, Victor Frankenstein is an amazing film.
I need to see it.
I feel like I'm the only one that's seen the fucking thing.
I want to.
It's amazing. I think it's on HBO right now.
I've seen it floating around somewhere. It makes sense.
You should watch it. Like, you want just a good B movie, go watch Victor Frankenstein. It's fantastic. Even Split, he was great in. Because, again, they just kind of let him do whatever the hell he wanted. Did you see Split?
Split.
That was a Shyamalan film.
Was that the... What was it about?
The one where he has multiple personality.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
I like that film.
It's been a while. For a second, I was thinking Splice.
Nah, it's a very different movie.
That was the worst movie.
I don't think... I don't even know James McAvoy's big name back then.
It was horrible. Yeah, that's true. Probably not. I forget how old I am and how old that movie came out.
When was Splice?
That was
like
probably
the 90s?
like high school. No, that came out. Well, maybe if it was an original.
I'm thinking Species. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking a different movie.
There's this like alien. It's like it's like a hybrid alien thing, and it's a fucking weird movie. I don't know how to explain it. It got off the fucking hinges about like an hour in, and I was just like gone. But anyways,
okay.
Should we talk about the plot of this movie?
It's kind of a convoluted plot.
I mean, not until the last 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
It's a very simple plot.
Basically what it is Charlize Theron, who, to give credit, is on my list of actors I would never want to fuck with list.
Yeah, because she could actually do all of that shit.
Yeah, like most of I'll give a lot of credit in the fact that a lot of stunt work was her.
She looks so cool.
Don't shake the car. The camera's on a very
I want to
uneven
be
still.
her.
She could kick my ass more than likely.
She's the whole movie.
Yeah, and then like her actual personality kind of matches from what I've read.
Yeah.
So like I like Charlize Theron. The whole movie is this retelling of her latest mission in Berlin that happens after one spy who had this list of all these other spies gets killed and the list gets taken. Now this spy has had a relationship with Charlize Theron's character, which is in there so little. I don't know why they bothered including that subplot.
Yeah, I really wish she would have just been gay. She's like...
Well, we'll get to that, because that's when gets more into the stakes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's in the trailer. It's not going to weigh too much.
Yeah.
So, we'll get to that in a bit. But basically, she gets in there and to find this list and the person who stole it and so on and so forth. And then your contact is an agent played by James McAvoy, who is a spy who is playing this over-the-top, like, larger-than-life,
ridiculous,
raging alcoholic. Now we look really spooky with this delay there, but and then they go on wacky adventures trying to figure out where this list is, but you don't know who. It's Cold War, so you don't know who's on whose side.
Yeah, James McAvoy's character is just.
I like James McAvoy, so
I feel like it's pretty obvious that he's like a double agent the whole time.
Yeah, okay. So, from this point, you can't really say a whole lot without giving away spoilers. So, spoilers. So if you're if this movie's still playing in your theater somewhere, like it's a matinee for me. Like for me, this is a matinee. Maybe it also doesn't help that I'm tired because it's been a long week.
I'm very tired.
So we're both pretty tired. So maybe that kind of plays into it too. But I didn't love this movie as much as I was hoping I would. I didn't dislike it. It's just kind of it was good.
I would watch it again if it was free on Netflix.
Yeah, you can kind of cut a good chunk of this movie out, to be honest. Largely in the first half, I think you could cut some stuff out.
See, I didn't mind the first half though. I liked it.
Well, again, I just felt like it was being stylistic for the sake of being stylistic. Well, and I felt like it was trying to distract me from the fact that it had a pretty hollow plot up to that point.
I guess it was.
Because when it actually gets more in depth into what's going on, a lot of that goes out the window.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because that was bugging me because I was comparing this to John Wick or Man from U.N.C.L.E., and John Wick pulls off depth and style flawlessly because it embeds it into the world. But this movie is trying to have it in a very realistic world, so when they have the more stylistic choices in there, it seems a bit more off to me. And it doesn't flow as organically.
It felt okay in the beginning, but you're right. It all went out the door the second,
because it's also
shit started happening.
Because it's also trying to be Taken, so it has that dirty, grimy feel to it. So we have those bright Suicide Squad-esque colors in there.
The beginning.
Yeah, and the beginning is
half is Taken.
I really like the first 10 minutes of this movie. But if it kept that going, I would have been fine with the stylistic choices. But then it tries to go the dirty and grimy rounds. Those two styles just don't mesh very well together.
It was, yeah. I agree.
That's where I was coming from.
I feel like the only problem I had with the entire movie was the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But I will say that for spoilers, because again, that we can't talk about that without going to the spoilers.
Go.
I mean, there was this one shot in particular that just for no reason whatsoever, shot sideways and then spun front forward. And I remember
when they're on the stairs fighting.
No, before that, it was like the shot right before.
Like, definitely did that a couple times where she flipped.
No, not that one. It's way before that part, because that's when things got a little more interesting for me.
Yeah.
It's a part where for no reason the camera just rotates the entire scene. It's like just her walking down a concrete sidewalk, and it just tilts the whole thing to like a whole 270-degree angle, and then slowly spins over. I know that because when that happened, I did this.
This is why I'm useless, because I didn't even notice it.
At that point, I was kind of starting noticing the trends of the stylist. You're not useless. Come on. Don't do that.
I feel like I have to watch a movie like 20 times, and then I'm like, oh, I see what they were talking about.
For me, the first hour wasn't really catching me too much. That's why I kind of noticed these things, because that's why I was like, is there something bugging me here? What is it that's bugging me? And I kind of was like, okay, that's what it is. And
it was like a stylistic match. It wasn't really what I was expecting either from the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer makes it a lot more John Wick-ish. And those scenes do come up, but again, they're mostly in the second half.
Yeah.
So like, spoilers from here on out. The thing that kind of turned it around for me a bit and got me more invested is when she does meet up with the French agent.
Yeah, French spy.
The French spy, who is a woman, is also in Kingsman. She's fucking badass in that movie.
Is she? Oh.
She basically plays that universe's version of Oddjob.
Interesting.
In that she doesn't have her legs, so she has these prosthetic legs that have like knives on them.
Cool.
So she's doing all these kick flips and like cutting people's heads off and shit.
Wow. All right. Well, she's cool in this movie too.
Yeah, so she had
probably less badass, but
less badass. I liked her in this movie, but I like that she and Charlize Theron just immediately start fucking, which kind of took me off guard because I knew it was going to happen because it was in the trailer.
They know who each other are, basically. At least they know that.
I mean, once they added context, I was more okay with it. Yeah. But like, out of nowhere, she's like, "Come to my club tomorrow." Okay, shows up at the club tomorrow. He's like, "I have a question for you. Make out." And I'm kind of like, "Whoa! Oh, we skipped some levels. Like, buy me dinner first, Jesus." And
then they find themselves in the hotel.
And the hotel, and I mean, it's hot. I'm not gonna say it's not, but
yeah. I mean, I feel like it was done well. I feel like I was pretty invested in their relationship.
Like, that's when I got more invested because at that point, it's like,
I
okay,
hope it went somewhere. It wasn't cheesy. It wasn't overdone, and I feel like those types of situations tend to.
Yeah, I can't leave you. I love you so much.
Yeah, and I don't know, especially with like femme lady love scenes. Like sometimes they get a little friggin' stupid with it, and I feel like it was done well.
No, I thought it was done well. Like that's what got me kind of invested, not because lesbian sex, but it's more just the fact like, okay, now she actually has something to lose here.
Yeah,
and and granted, I knew it was gonna happen to that character because it's in the fucking trailer, but
was it? I didn't see that.
Well, it was heavily implied, so I kind of knew that's where that was going. But so like, it's like once that happens, like, okay, she actually has something to lose. She's actually doing something she's not supposed to do. Yeah. There's more stakes involved. There's more reason for me to get invested. From that point, I was like, okay, I'm paying more attention.
Yeah.
And notice when that happened, a lot of the stylistic choices just disappeared.
Yeah. Because again, they went straight to just like action.
Well, action, and there's actually more plot and characters involved. Yeah. Because that's around the same time they also reveal like James McAvoy is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Well,
bad
I don't know.
guy.
I kind of assumed that he was the whole time, but he just wasn't as smart.
I mean, this is when they confirmed
He wasn't as smart as they led you to believe. I think that was the only difference.
That was the big twist at the end. Like, no, he really was just a dumbass.
Yeah.
Or was he a double agent too? I don't know. That was really confusing.
He wasn't like a double agent with governments, but he was conspiring with the KGB.
Okay, so he's still technically one of the bad guys.
Yeah, he's still a bad guy. No matter which way you frame it, he was still a bad guy.
Okay, so that explains that a bit. Because I was throwing me the fuck off at the very end. With like twist upon twist. I mean, like, so when
and
I like that they made that reveal an hour into it rather than like the last 10 minutes like a lot of movies do. So it's like, okay, at least we have time to actually see this character as a villain and develop him as such. So that was kind of refreshing from that regard. So like from there I was much more invested in what was going on, and the action scenes got better. There was a solid, I want to say 15 minute long sequence that's entirely in one take, which is very impressive. So like, all right, props. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Where was it?
That's
so I know that I'm know what you're talking about.
That's the protest scene.
Oh.
That whole
I
fight.
Actually didn't, I don't know if I
that whole fight sequence.
Like in the
building.
Oh yeah. That's what I was thinking, but like I was.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Because that's 15 solid minutes.
Intense.
It's the best fight scene in the movie. But it's 15 minutes of just one long fucking take.
Go Charlize Theron.
I know. I was like, so that was very impressive. I don't think I've seen an uncut scene that long since. What was that show that Matthew McConaughey did on HBO?
I don't
True Detective.
HBO. I watched like a couple episodes of the first season. That was good.
Yeah, there's a scene like this in True Detective. It's actually a lot more chaotic, so it's more impressive. Where it's a solid like 10 minutes of just one long continuous take.
So impressive.
It is very impressive.
Everyone involved.
I'm noticing that's a trend that's catching on too. Like True Detective did it. I don't know if John Wick did. I don't think John Wick did it, but you should really guess. Next time you need to come over and watch John Wick at the very least.
Okay, first I'm gonna force you to watch Social Misfits,
Fair
and then
enough.
you could force me to watch any movie you want.
You're gonna wish you didn't say that. It's gonna be like the Clockwork Orange.
You already made me watch. Oh, I like that movie.
I'm not saying I'm gonna make you watch Clockwork Orange. It's gonna be like Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange. Oh yeah.
Just trapped in a chair. Make it stop, God! I'm having you. No, I never made you watch Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
can't get
I
much
still
worse.
think, can it? That movie was glorious.
It still hurts. Anyways, back to Atomic Blood.
What was that?
I said back to Atomic Blood.
Okay, I'm just saying. At least I'm not making you watch fucking.
Could be worse.
What's that stupid movie I watched the other day? I'm already blanking on the Yoga Hosers.
I still have no idea what that is.
Don't.
Okay,
Your mind is better without having that knowledge. It's like the Ark of the Covenant, when you open that up and there's no going back. Anyway, so.
Wait, I need to charge my phone while we're doing this.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
I have to get home.
Well, it's time for the lights to go out there. There we go. All right. Turn on the engine. Just turn on the engines that way. There we go.
Battery death.
Okay. There we go. Okay, back to topic. So I'm gonna remember this. There we go. Okay. So there's a part where Charlize Theron realizes that the guy who made the list in the first place has the list memorized. So she wants to get him back to the better side of Berlin so they can extract him. But James McAvoy tells the evil Russian people, or German people, that KGB, so Russian, not the mother Russia. Like, my Russian accent not so good. I try my best, but
your Irish is better.
My Irish is fucking great. Thank you very much. Don't you fucking judge me. My goddamn accents.
I can't do any accents.
It's practice. You got to work at the back of the throat. That's how you do it. But anyway, so they decided to do this during a protest as like cover to get to the whatever it is, the wall. And of course, there's a whole bunch of snipers and gunmen trying to kill them, and then James McAvoy shoots the snitch, I guess. And Charlize Theron realizes what's going on, goes to the building, and from there it is, from the moment she walks into the building to pretty much when the second car crashes as they're leaving, it's one take. Which I'm wondering if they just edited in a cut that I missed, or that really was
I think there was a small, because I don't remember. There has to be on the way out to the car.
You'd be surprised.
Because I feel like
I can't think of it. Maybe there is. If there is, let me know in the comment.
I'd have to watch it again.
I don't think there is. I don't think there's a cut until the second car crashes and they do that slow-mo shot. Because at that point I was looking for it.
Second car crash where she goes into the water?
No, that's the third one.
That's way too long.
No, that's the third one.
Okay.
There's one just before that one when the truck hits the car as they're driving away.
Oh.
Yeah, and the one that's slow motion. That's when they did some. That's when they stuck some cuts in there.
Okay.
So I think that's when it happens. I could be wrong, but if you know, the comments come out. I'm honestly really curious now. This is a continuing trend. Daredevil season 1 and 2 did this too. Both in a grimy. what the fuck?
I don't have the time in the day to watch this many TV shows.
They're all on Netflix.
That keep coming up. I haven't even watched the shows that I want to watch yet, let alone the ones that are like not super high on my radar.
What time do you wake up these days?
Like 5 in the morning, 5:30.
Fuck, 5?
I drive like an hour and 15 to work.
Where's
traffic.
your office?
San Mateo.
Okay, yeah, alright, fair enough. Still, though.
Yeah, anyways.
Just saying.
Fun shot.
Yeah, so that was a really great
fighting.
that was a great scene, mostly because it just looks like Charlize Theron just legitimately fucking
like,
exhausted,
yeah.
and has the shit kicked out
I
of her.
appreciated that because I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of times with these movies it seems like you're like the main character is always like invincible to some extent, and like she looked like shit kind of like
Yeah.
Charlize Theron never looks like shit, but she looked like shit for as much as Charlize Theron can look like
I mean,
shit.
that was a case where, like, with Charlize, that's, like, where Taken kind of mixed in with John Wick in a way that actually worked, in my opinion. Because John Wick, that has action sequences where at one point he will hold a shotgun to your face, hold you down with his foot, realize it's out of bullets, take the time to reload, and then shoot you. While the poor guy just in, like, fuck, and then bang.
See, that's how I feel about The Raid, but you said you don't like the color.
Well, because
like
John Wick has
happens.
well, because like the Raid has a very gray. John Wick has a lot more color.
I guess, but I don't know.
That's more of a preference thing. I'll fully admit on that.
Martial arts.
Like I'm tired of just gray shit everywhere. You know.
I guess that's fair.
That's like I'm much more interested. Like, oh look, there's stuff to look at, rather than just a gray dull hallway.
The fighting, Michael.
The fight in the Raid is good. I like the Raid, but it's just not. It's not what I'm gonna revisit all that often. You know.
I think I've seen it like 3 times now.
Yeah, I think I've watched once and 1.5. So yeah, poor Bess. Oh, I just realized that's the guy from World's End. That's where I knew him from. It was driving me crazy. The guy who made the list.
I just realized that I know exactly where I've seen the girl that I saw in Yankee Candles today. And I don't know why what you just said reminded me of where I saw her.
I think we're thinking of very different things.
Yeah,
I just know that in the end, have you seen The World's End?
Yes.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
Just that one scene where he's beating up this old childhood bully, and he goes, "It's not worth it." He turns the camera and goes, "Yes, it fucking is." Now that's all I'm gonna think of whenever I see him in that scene.
I think I saw that like when it came out. So
Yeah.
it's been that long, but I do remember that. That was funny. That's like one of those movies, so I don't watch comedies that much, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not even really think it's funny, and it was fucking good.
I like World's End.
It was hilarious.
I like Edgar Wright.
I liked it a lot. But I didn't know who was directing it. Like, I didn't know, like, the significance of all of that.
Fair enough.
Before
I mean,
I went into
you don't
watch
need
it.
to enjoy The World's
Yeah.
End. You can
I
just
thought it
enjoy
was
its
really
own.
good. But,
It
like,
is really
that's
good.
why. Like, I had no context going into what that movie was.
Fair enough. So yeah, after that, just a bunch of espionage and fighting and pew pew and punch, bleed,
People
die.
dying that you don't want to die.
And then, oh yeah, the Kingsman girl dies at the witch.
French
And again,
girl.
like, I knew that was gonna
Beautiful
happen.
French girl. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I was bummed.
Yeah, sorry.
But I mean, every freaking awesome couple that's gay, one of them has to die.
I mean, were they really a couple? They were just kind of fucking for a couple of days.
But she liked her at least.
At least there's
There
that.
was a mutual liking.
In more ways than one.
I feel like she was pretty bummed. I don't know.
And then that's when, like, okay, let's talk about the final 5 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
So,
What the fuck?
okay.
Why do you try to put that much stuff in 5 minutes?
Okay, so let's break this down, because there's a lot that fucking happens in 5 minutes. So, in the very, very end of her story, she's telling John Goodman, and the guy that either plays in the villain in every movie you see him in, or the guy giving the British debriefing in every movie you see him in. There is no in between. Anywho, so she tells him at the very end, like, I shot James McAvoy, because I don't remember the character's name, because he was really this.
Percival.
Oh, well, I'm gonna call him James McAvoy.
Okay,
Xavier. It's fucking Xavier, alright? So it's shoots Xavier then because he said like he was your spy.
He was your
like Thatcher or something like that. Some double agent that was giving all the intel to the Russians, and they all hate him for it. While she's yeah, that one. While she's doing that, they also show her splicing together recordings she's made of him to make it look like she was the spy. It's like, so wait, was he the spy or was she the spy? And then it cuts to, like, this all happens in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they cut to Paris 3 days later, and she says like, oh, she is the spy, and she was working with the Russians to get intel.
KGB dudes.
And then it turns out, oh wait, no, she's not a spy. She was feeding them fake intel. This is 4 minutes into this twist.
Yeah.
And she goes, by this point, I am so distracted by trying to figure out this goddamn twist that I'm not even paying attention. Whenever the cool.
And then there's another fight scene in the middle of all
which
these
I
twists.
can't enjoy because I'm too distracted by the fucking twist upon twist here.
Yeah. It took a while.
Twist upon twist upon twist.
Yeah.
Because like before they even realize she's playing the Russians too, they just suddenly want to kill her. It's like, wait, if she was working with them, why do they want to kill her now? It's like then she goes like, every intel I gave you was fake, and everything you gave to me was useful and all. And she's like, so she's not the agent I'm going for? I'm really confused. And then she drives in the car with the watch guy from earlier, which I guess he's involved somehow.
Yep.
And then she goes on a plane, but John Goodman's on the plane. So wait, she was working on the CIA the entire time, and she's not British, and she's not the spy. So I'm...
Yep.
I,
She's like an undercover agent.
Undercover. It feels like The Prestige almost a little bit, like layers upon layers.
But like it all happened in 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Like it would have been fucking totally fine to have all of that happen.
You could have spread that out.
Squeeze it out a little bit. Cut out a little bit of the beginning maybe, because again, nothing really happened. And then like...
Stretch it out.
Yeah,
it wasn't like I was having as much fun like
problem.
as a, like Man from U.N.C.L.E. I was having fun with, so I can ignore stuff like that because
you're gonna hate me. I didn't really like Man from U.N.C.L.E.
No, I get if you. That's what I get if you don't like it.
I thought it was like boring.
That's one of those cases where like if you didn't like it, I get it.
Okay.
But I had a lot of fun with that one just because I just liked some of the.
Well, the person who I went with really liked it.
Yeah, so like different boats for different folks. Yeah. But I just know like I love the scene where he's in the truck casually eating like a Picnic lunch while an entirely different movie's happening in the background. I thought that was great. Or just when they're negotiating what to do with the guy who, the torturer who just goes on fire.
Okay, I remember that part.
And then they both look at it at the same time and go, damn. Left my coat in there. So, like, I feel like there were times of trying to have that kind of sense of humor in there too, but it doesn't really work.
Yeah, it worked better in that movie.
So that's why I like Man from U.N.C.L.E. Like, if you don't like that one, I get it. No harm done. But anyway, so you're trying to digest all these fucking twists. So like, what I got, I was like, so apparently she was American the entire time, always working for the CIA, but somehow worked her way into MI6. Doing a British accent the entire time, and somehow nobody caught that in a spy agency.
I still feel like
it doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you really stop to think about it.
That girl's the French one. I mean, like, I think I get the story, but like...
I get it, but it's one of those things, like, if you think about it too much, it starts to fall apart.
It was just like, boom, 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 and it, like, didn't need to be.
No.
I felt like 2 of those twists were fine.
Yeah.
Like, if it would have just went with 2 of them, I would have been like, all right, cool, like...
Yeah, like, even if they went with, like, Charlize Theron was the bad guy the entire time, that would have been something.
I would have even been fine with that. Like,
yeah.
I just feel like...
But they probably want to make a sequel.
Pick, like... 1 twist. 2 max. It didn't need
this is like 5. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. And it's one of those things, if you really stop to think about the twist, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, I get it, and, like, I guess one of, like, the things that they had been talking about throughout the movie is, like, the spies can't even tell the difference between lies and the truth anymore.
Yeah, but
it's
sort of like...
Yeah, you can, but it's just... You just choose to ignore it.
But I was more like, how the hell did MI6 miss that she was working for the CIA? I don't know how they could have missed that.
I guess.
If the cape...
It had to have been a very long, pre-planned...
And even then, why were the KGB trying to kill her?
American intelligence. But,
or John Goodman.
Or John Goodman.
Which, who is a national treasure, but he doesn't have a law to do in this movie.
I love him.
What was that?
I said I just want to go like this.
I'm pretty sure he would not like that.
He would love it. He would love me.
You know what?
I'm convinced.
Go for it. Have a ball. Let me know how it goes. And get him recorded intro for me.
I wish.
That'd be like the weirdest signing ever. It's like, can I just do this for a second? Security.
Get her out of here. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. I guess I liked it. I
was
agree.
good.
I wanted to like it more.
Yeah, that's kind of what's like. I want to like it more. I kind of wish there was more to it. And it, like, yeah, the twist at the end was a little much.
Like even if there was, it could have just been a lot less.
Yeah, you could you could have condensed this down.
Yeah.
This did not need to be 2 hours long.
No.
Like it's just over 2 hours long or something like that. Like that, you didn't need that. You could have cut some stuff out.
I wish I agree though too. I also wish they would have really kept the stylistic choices from the beginning throughout. It would have been hard.
See, I thought it was distracting. I liked it better when they took it. I thought it was better when they took it out.
I mean, I really wish they would have picked one or the other, but like I wouldn't have mind if they kept it because like I don't know, it's like spy creepy, but there's colors
but again, like
and we're in bliss.
But like then again, that worked in Man from U.N.C.L.E. It doesn't really work here. Because again, that comes down to the tone of the movie, which like
I guess with all the fighting it
because it wants to have his cake and eat it too. Like, that's kind of thing. It wants to be stylistic. Like
I think the only reason why I wanted it to work is because I feel like the stylistic choices match her character. I feel like I feel like it's not grimy like Taken because he's grimy and he's this like
yeah, but at the same time she didn't
boy.
really have much of a character up to that point. And until
like,
the stylistic
style though, like
she didn't really have much of a style.
She did.
Yeah, and like she wore clothes.
Specifically chosen clothes and hair.
But she didn't. But she didn't have much personality or background. She was just the action star.
Charlize Theron.
Does not excuse it. She was
assumptions about her personality.
Didn't make it better in Prometheus. Doesn't make it better here.
I thought it would have been. I think I would have liked it if they would have kept it, or just done one or the other. Not both.
Like I don't know. It's like because to me, like I didn't feel like. I felt like that was sounding distracting. The fact they didn't have much of a character up to that point. That's what I felt like the stylistic choices were there. To me, I found it very distracting, and it took me out of what was happening. That's a personal thing. I liked it better when they kind of kept it minimal. Like some stuff here and there is fine, but after a while, it's like, okay, you know, either tone it down or add something here that gives it more substance.
Fair enough.
Because again, like that Suicide Squad had the same problem. Good. You're not missing anything. But again, like John Wick pulls it off easily because it establishes the world. It makes sense organically in the world, and it suits the character well. So like it works in that context. But here, I feel like they're trying to mesh too many different ideas, and it just doesn't mesh as well as I would like it to.
Yeah.
It doesn't mesh it bad, just not as well as I'd like it to.
There was a chance to just do its own thing.
I would have liked it more if it did its own thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so on that note, you want to talk about trailers?
Yeah, I don't even remember what they were.
Well, that's why I wrote it down, so I'm going to have to take it with a flashlight. And, I know, I've been a critic the whole time. Or am I?
Undercover.
You really work for the police. My God. But you also work for the Russians. Also work for the Chinese. Who also still works for the Russians.
He just so happened to work for Donald Trump.
That's giving him way too much credit.
Oh, yeah, no.
So the trailers we got was, first one we got was for Good Times.
I don't even remember. remember it at all.
It's on the tip of my fucking tongue, and it's driving me crazy. That was the one with Robert Patterson.
Robert. Oh.
Where he has
like
blonde
drugs.
hair. Yeah.
No, something. His brother's there it goes.
It was good for a while.
We're back.
Okay, there you go.
Something about drugs. Robert Pattinson has weird blonde hair.
Yeah,
facial hair. He
like,
looks
that's
bad in this movie.
Yeah, he does. Like I didn't recognize him at first. Then
Maybe bad in a good way. I don't know.
I don't know.
Bad.
That bright blonde hair is really distracting.
Doesn't look good on him.
No, it does not.
I have no idea what that movie is about.
Neither do I. That's
confused.
probably what I'm gonna miss because that one you have to really try hard to give a shit about.
I will wait to see what the reviews are.
Yeah, pretty much. Then we got Suburbicon. I'm curious about that one.
Suburban.
That's the one with Matt Damon.
That does look interesting.
I'm curious. Like it's a George
feel
Clooney
like-
movie, so kind of curious for that just for that alone.
I guess that's fair. I'd rather watch this on TV when it comes out.
That's fair. I mean, I like Matt Damon. Like I don't know. Like I'm down for like some 40s style or like
Yeah.
is that 40s?
Well, he's killing mobsters.
It's like
mobsters.
It's like if
suburbs.
Edward Scissorhands met Goodfellas.
That's a good.
That's kind of what this movie looks like. It's like, all right, I'm curious.
Definitely would see it for free. I wouldn't pay for it.
I don't know, I'm curious. Then we got Ready Player One. This is the first time I've actually seen this trailer.
This is the first time I've seen this trailer too, and I've
Yeah.
been wanting to read the book since before they were even talking about a movie. So I'm definitely gonna have to read the book before I see the movie, which sucks because there's no way I get to it. But
Yeah,
I
I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty interesting. The whole VR
It
thing.
looks cool.
I mean, like, I was kind of laughing to myself a bit, though. It's like the fact that you see, like, Freddy Krueger and the Iron Giant and shit in there. And my first thought was, before this, like, it's a virtual world where you're only limited your imagination. It's like, so, of course, the first thing they do is to rip off copyright material.
Yes, that's true. I mean, probably. That's what would happen.
Yeah, the first thing, the only difference is not, like, a dick section where you just see just, like, tons of penises.
There's a museum somewhere, apparently.
A museum of penis?
Yes.
I believe it.
Yeah.
100%.
There's probably multiple, but
Here's a
I'm thinking of
move.
a specific one that's like floating around the internet.
Maybe
Is it in Korea? South
might
Korea?
actually.
Maybe.
I would not be surprising in Korea. Just something about that goes, yeah, that sounds about right for some reason.
South Korea sound like a fun people. Anyways,
Penis. Where's the vagina museum?
I'm sure there's some of that. I mean, Georgia O'Keeffe's paintings everywhere, inspired paintings everywhere. There's got to be a museum.
It's gotta be a section of things like things that look like.
Here we go.
Hey, here is a random stack of printer paper.
Printer paper things that look like.
Well, like if you
Art.
actually like step on the top of it, so you kind of smush the front edges. You had to think about that.
Okay, I guess it could work.
I want a reenactment of that Patton Oswalt sketch talking about like old people like through the in vitro fertilization thing, where he
I've
goes.
not heard it. It sounds terrible.
It's like, Daddy, where do babies come from? Well, son, let me tell you. Well, first you take your mom to the doctor and you get her tested to see her eggs are frozen or not. Then you get a.
Shots.
And then you get 2 pills of Viagra and 3 blood thinners, and then you get a small cup and a turkey baster.
Who is this?
Patton Oswalt.
I've not seen this skit.
It's one of those earlier stuff, and then you put your man's penis erect in defiance of God's will.
Defiance of God's will. Yikes.
It's like, and then she pushed out her vagina, which I will demonstrate by pushing this cold turkey through these gray drapes.
Drapes. Yikes.
Go look up, it's pretty funny.
We'll YouTube it.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like Patton Oswalt. He's just that random. Anyway,
Sorry, I was trying to see if that was my car.
you'll find your
Go
car.
straight to it.
So Ready Player One looks pretty interesting. I'm curious about that one.
Is that the Egort guy?
Which one?
The main character?
I don't know.
Is that the character? Well, no, he's in the Baby Driver movie, that guy.
It might be. I don't know.
that
I wasn't
that
paying
guy?
that much attention. I
Okay.
didn't recognize him, so I don't think so. It could be, but I wasn't paying much attention, to be honest. I just know I was like, ooh, Iron Giant. Movies I want to watch now.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a really long time.
Like, at least you've seen it.
I have.
And then we got the snowman, which, I don't know.
I just think that's a fucking stupid concept.
Yeah, it's like man, he must really be bummed out in summer.
It does look, yeah. It does look kind of scary, but like I feel like they could have done like a similar thing without the fucking snowman gimmick.
I just think they could have easily just called it Frosty and it would have been infinitely better.
I cannot even come close to taking it seriously.
I can't take it seriously in this way. So
I mean,
at least go along with the joke.
Yeah, I guess that's
again.
true.
Just have I just want to hear him on the phone go, "Happy birthday!"
It's so gross and great.
That would be
as he
creepy
finds the
as
dead
shit.
body. Yeah, it would fucking work though.
Yeah, that'd be
we call
creepy
him
as shit.
Frosty.
That'd be terrible. But yeah, I can't take it seriously at all. It looks kind of...
I don't know, if you can make the Calendar Man from Batman intimidating, you can totally pull off Frosty the Snowman as a serial killer.
The what man from Batman?
There's actually a villain that Batman has called the Calendar Man.
Oh my god.
No, they actually found a way to make him
Good
creepy.
job? Okay, good.
But mostly because like they originally was a goofball, like know-nothing character who just committed crimes on holidays. But then they decided to turn him into fucking Hannibal Lecter at one point. But it's been like glass wall and everything.
Scary.
But like bald, like creepy serial killer shit.
Gross. Ooh, I want to watch that movie again.
It's not in a movie. It's in the comic book.
Oh, it's in the comic book.
Like
okay,
the Long
good.
Halloween. It's when they did that.
Because I was going to say, I don't even remember hearing about anything.
Although there's a great joke about it in the Arkham games. It's fine, you don't have to, but either way, they give some context. In the third one, villain Scarecrow pulls some heinous shit in Halloween. And you can find, in various ways, you can find like Easter eggs to other villains. One of them is like a journal from Calendar Man. He goes like, I have such great plans for Halloween, and Batman won't know what to do. Next entry, fucking Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Stole my goddamn thunder. It's really good.
Dude, I bet.
So yeah, Snowman looks dumb. I like Michael Fassbender, so I might watch it anyway, but Snowman looks pretty dumb.
Is that the main guy?
Yeah,
Is that his name? I always forget his name.
You know, Magneto and...
Michael Fassbender.
yeah.
That's his name.
Like, I'm surprised nobody's thought of him for James Bond. He's still my number one
Oh,
choice
that's
to play
what we
James
talked
Bond.
about, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this before. That's something to be great. Then we got Darkest Hour.
I don't even remember what that is.
I know it looked fairly... Oh, that was the Winston Churchill movie.
Oh.
With Gary
I
Oldman.
feel like after seeing Dunkirk, I've had enough of, like, intense war movies.
I mean, this one looks more King's Speech than Dunkirk.
It does. I wanted to see King's Speech.
You haven't seen King's Speech?
I think I saw parts of it, but I don't know if I ever finished it. I don't think
That one had
I
Peter
don't
Pettigrew
remember
from the
it.
Harry Potter movies playing Churchill.
I don't remember that. I feel like I saw parts of it though. Like I had to have, because I really liked the whole idea.
I mean, I like Colin Firth and I like Barbosa. That's the guy who plays the speech therapist in the King's Speech. You just don't recognize him because of the beard.
Yeah, I don't recognize him at all. Anywho, yeah.
But Darkest Hour looks... I mean, I like Gary Oldman. So
I feel like it's probably going to be a good movie.
Hopefully. it's Oscar bait for sure.
War movies are so hard for me.
I mean, it doesn't look like there's going to be that much, like, boom, boom, boom.
Actual war.
Yeah, like this, like, again...
following Churchill.
Kind of like the
seemingly.
King's Speech, where it's mostly just about how the politicians deal with it rather than the actual soldiers.
Which will be an interesting contrast.
Then we got Bad Moms Christmas. I could give two fucks about this movie.
No. I mean, like, Mila Kunis, I love you, but, like, stop.
Yeah. I don't remember hating the first one. It was just forgettable.
I didn't even want to see it.
It's just wildly forgettable is what I remember from it. So moving on. Then we got Kingsman 2, which I am so ready for this movie.
I still need to see the first one.
That and John Wick you will see under my employ.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Because those are fantastic action movies. Those are the kind of action movies I like a lot more. Because there's style, there's color, there's humor, there's this great
I just like
created
real
world.
fighting.
I mean, it's still real. It's still real fighting.
But they like...
John Wick is not CGI'd.
It's not all real.
And John Wick is.
In Kingsman, though.
It's still pretty good. Like, that's a suspension of disbelief.
Real fighting.
Then you'll like John Wick.
Okay.
Because that one has practical stunts.
I'll watch that.
That one has, like, in the very first big fight scenes, that has, like, just Keanu Reeves just staring down at motherfuckers. He's like, slowly pulling a knife down in his throat, does not break eye contact for a second, and then just goes BAM!
Have you seen Chocolate?
No, shush fun.
Not the one with the not the one with Johnny Depp.
Chocolate?
It's a martial arts.
I have not seen this one.
It's fucking badass. All real fighting. Not like, and it's just so shocking that like none of it's CGI'd like at all. Like it's insane. And at the end they show like where people kind of got hurt because it is real fighting. And it's fucking nuts.
It's like watching a Jackie Chan movie, like an old school Jackie Chan movie.
Exactly. There's like people falling off 3-story buildings. There's like the main chick's got like blood nose everywhere. It's crazy, but it's cool. Because,
It's like
it's how you know it's real.
That's like when Lord of the Rings was being filmed. They're talking to the guy who played Gimli, and he goes like, "All right, man, we're gonna pretend to hit you. Don't actually hit us, okay? Just pretend to hit us." It's like he hit every single one of them. Like he didn't even try. It was like bam, 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 just mowed them all down. So watch out again. Every Gimli scene, he probably actually hit them.
Good for Gimli. Bad for stunt people.
No, Kingsman, I'm really looking forward to. I love the first Kingsman so much.
I know. I still need to see the first one because I have literally no idea what it's about.
I just know, like, in the greenlit version, I guess, like, both my favorite scenes in the trailers are massively different, but I love them both in each trailer. And, like, the green trailer for this one, he goes, like, it's very American. And Channing Tatum goes, yeah, it is. And then this one...
Did he say, fuck yeah?
Yeah, and this one he says, it's very American. Fuck yeah!
That was really funny. I really like Channing Tatum.
I'm a Channing Tatum convert, like, recently. Like, it took me a while for me to warm up to him, but I was like, all right, I'm down. I'm on board. I've liked everything I've seen him in recently, so...
He seems like a little wholesome little...
Like, I love Edgar...
hip-hop dance.
I love Edgar Edgerton at this point. I think he's a really good actor. Colin Firth. Julianne Moore.
Always good. Always good.
Oh, yeah. And then Jeff Bridges. So it's like a cast full of people I really like. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then that was the last trailer we got. So any final thoughts for Atomic Blonde?
Wait for it to be free.
Yeah, or like if you need
Watch it.
It's a rental. I'd say it's a rent. It's a solid rental.
Maybe rental, like at $2.99 Amazon rental.
Like or a Redbox it.
Yeah,
like,
Redbox. I always forget that Redbox is a thing because I never do it anymore.
You know, it's kind of remember that Blockbuster used to be a thing that I used to go all the time.
So good.
You miss the old Blockbuster days?
I do. I still have a lot of stolen Blockbuster DVDs.
Good times. It's like there's actually still some still open,
which is shocking.
Yeah.
I'm still shocked that like Factory 2Us are still open.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a trailer trash kind of poor people thing.
Wow, just shit on everyone that goes to that store.
I went there, so I went there. I'm saying that with
We're
love.
just gonna go like angry comments like, how dare you like dismiss this great American institution.
I say that with love.
That's why I say, honey, I love you, but here's
shitty quality.
So yeah, I think it's just a rental. So next week, me and Ron are probably gonna see Detroit on Monday, and then I gotta see Nut Job 2.
Don't let me know how that is.
I think you can probably take an educated guess how that one's gonna turn out. And there's one more. I always forget what the goddamn movie is. I know you're tired. I'm tired.
No, you're good. I'm just like.
Oh, Annabelle. That's the other one that comes out.
Oh, that looks creepy.
It's getting good reviews apparently.
Looks
so.
creepy.
Good Time actually comes out this week. Okay.
Nice. Let me know how it is.
I don't know if we'll have time to see that, but I don't know. That depends on how much time we have. So that's all we got, guys. Thanks so much for watching. See y'all later.